mostly we're inferior to women and stuff. But the one thing guys do that psychologists always talk about, we tend to be really good compartmentalists. Like, we can keep work stuff over here, and then we put that over there, and he may be our enemy, but he's good for business, so I'll work with him, even though he drives me crazy. And we compartmentalize stuff. And the psychologists often say, hey, that's kind of how their brain works. And so Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers do not have to be in love. Bill Belichick and Brady, for 20 years, never went to dinner. Not a one time. Didn't share coffee. No soup for you. It was fine. 20 years. Bunch of Super Bowls. I don't care if Aaron doesn't love Green Bay's front office, and I don't care if Green Bay's front office doesn't love Aaron. Just do what people can do. Compartmentalize. Because Green Bay's the best football team in the NFL, and I'm not sure it's close right now. They can play fast. They can play physical. They can win shootouts. They can win with defense. Folks, they've been missing 5 or 6 of their best players. And not just their best players, like Jair Alexander's like the best corner maybe in football. And they lost a Pro Bowl level tight end. And they lost a Pro Bowl center. He went to the Chargers. And now they're on a backup running back. They're not just losing starters. They're losing like Pro Bowl guys. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I can't see the flaw. I don't see the limitation. And by Thanksgiving, there's too many good coaches in this sport. You don't have to be great at everything, but you can't be terrible at anything. I don't know where their flaw is. Now, Mason Crosby is a cross-your-fingers guy in big moments, but I don't think the games will be necessarily close. I don't think yesterday against the Rams was close. I don't care what the score was. That game wasn't even competitive. I don't know how you attack Green Bay. And this is easily Aaron Rodgers' best team. Go to the Super Bowl year. That was a 6th seed. They couldn't run the football. They were 24th in running the football. This team has 2 legitimate big-time running backs. And that team that won the Super Bowl, they had key injuries that year, and it affected them. They were losing games. This team went to Arizona missing 11 starters. Arizona, I thought, was the best team in the league, beat them. This team yesterday missing, again, 5 and 6 top players, hammered the Rams. Your division, let's not lie. Part of Brady's success was the annual dysfunction of his division. Why are you going to leave? You got the Lions in your division. You got the Bears as a rookie quarterback in your division. And Kirk Cousins is good, but he doesn't have any superpowers. Like, you just got to compartmentalize. This Packer team is loaded. They're good at everything. And what's amazing about them, because they've been beat up for so many weeks, is that their backups are getting all these reps and starts, and they almost look like starters now. So now you have incredible depth. I mean, it'd be one thing if these injuries all happened in January or December, and you're asking guys who didn't play to play. These guys all these backups have been playing now for weeks on the road. Big games, Rams, Arizona, Vikings. They're starters to me. What's this team going to look like when they get healthy? So so I look at this Green Bay team, and you don't have to be great at everything. But you can't be bad at anything. And I just see a team that can beat you so many ways, can play fast, can slow it down, can pound, can go into the octagon, can be finesse. And as Aaron Rodgers said after, here's how good this team is. The Super Bowl Packers couldn't run the football. Injuries affected them. This team, Aaron Rodgers isn't practicing. He's not practicing. We saw Mahomes go to practice for 8 weeks, and it was all loose. And Brady goes to practice every day, and Russell Wilson. Now, the stars, quarterbacks in this league practice and can struggle. Aaron's not even practicing because of his toe, whatever kind of toe it is, and they're still unbelievable. Aaron, Packers, rip up your contract, sign a new one, 4 or 5 year deal. Take care of Aaron. He's good for you. You're good for him. It's a loaded roster. This team, to me, should be the overwhelming Super Bowl favorite. All right, let's talk college football. USC has a new coach. Maybe you've heard of him. His name is Lincoln Riley. My phone blew up yesterday, not only because people know I'm kind of a USC honk, but network people. They're like, do you understand how big this is for networks? This is big for so many reasons, Lincoln Riley to USC. First of all, when USC played Texas in the national championship, the LA market watched. It got a 22.5 rating. Bama gets a 15, 16. This is great for networks. The networks want USC to be good. Why? Because New York And D.C. and Boston have never watched college football. Chicago does, and L.A. does. So the Big Ten being good is great for Chicago TV ratings. But L.A. doesn't watch college football anymore. They will now. The networks are dying for the Pac-12 and the West Coast to matter. And USC is the biggest brand west of the Mississippi. By the way, it doesn't matter how down a brand gets. It doesn't matter how down Bama gets or Ohio State gets or Oklahoma gets or USC gets. They rebound in 15 minutes when you get the right coach. So this is a huge win for the sport. Number two is, in the history of American sports, there has never been a city, Los Angeles today, that has more stars in it. All of our teams, good God, LeBron and Kawhi, and it doesn't matter what sport, the Dodgers draw almost 5 million. You get lost in this city fast if you don't have a star. And Lincoln Riley is a superstar coach. USC had to go big on this, okay? They couldn't do Luke Fickell or Dan Campbell. Those are fine coaches. They're not going to cut through Los Angeles. Folks, we got a beach, we got mountains, we got Silicon Valley money. People have distractions. We got 2 pro basketball teams, 2 pro football teams, the world's best football stadium, maybe the best basketball arena, and all of them are good. Unlike New York, they're all good. And they all have stars. So USC had to find a guy that would cut through. Number 3 is, with this name, image, likeness reality that is college sports now, this is not a rebuild. This is a reboot. They're going to get good really fast. Give him a year to build his culture, but you will see in the next 72 hours multiple high school stars decommit from their place and commit to USC. This is not a rebuild. It's just a reboot. It's going to happen really, really fast. It took Saban, middle of year 2. It took Pete Carroll at USC, middle of year 2. It took Bob Stoops at Oklahoma, year 1. But this is not a 4-year rebuild. Number 4 is, this was really an easy decision for Lincoln Riley. Okay, look at all the tech that we create in the world. Why do we create all this tech? To make our lives easier. If you want to define yourself, I'm a real man. I work harder. Well, I guess I'm not. I work smarter. Do you want to go through the gauntlet of LSU and Alabama and Georgia and Florida and Auburn? Or do you want to go through Oregon to get to the playoff? You go ahead. Grab your shovel. Tell me you're the real man. You're going to work harder. Folks, it's 2021. All this tech, it's all created to make our lives easier. Our iPhone, it makes our life easier. I don't need a Rolodex. I don't need an alarm clock. I got a phone. Pac-12, USC, Lincoln Riley, it's not the gauntlet the SEC is. It's an easier route. I'm not saying Oregon's not good. I'm not saying congrats on Chip Kelly having a great year. Utah's solid. But Lincoln Riley is too good of a coach to play second fiddle or third fiddle or fourth fiddle behind a Saban or a Kirby Smart. Like, anybody that goes to the SEC is second to begin with the Nick Saban. You're number 2. This kid is the future for the next 5 or 6 years of college football. Even Saban now admits you can't stop anybody. So this is a home run move. It is a quick reboot. Give him a year to build a culture, build up the recruiting base. But this is so big for the sport, for the Pac-12, for television networks, to broaden the sport. I love college football. I was so happy that Michigan beat Ohio State this weekend. The sport needed it so desperately. I'm not anti-Ohio State. I'm pro-college football. I want Michigan to matter. I am so happy that Notre Dame is viable, even in a rebuilding year. If you love the sport, not just your favorite team, you want breadth, you want depth, you want quality, you want everybody to care about it. The West Coast now matters again.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.